There we go. And yeah, security doesn't give a shit. Nobody cares here. It's great. I come here all the time. They drive past me. Nobody notices. This is what I look like.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm a white dude. Yeah, 100%. Oh,
At least we
yeah.
acknowledge
Oh,
it.
100%. Yeah, I joke about it all the time. I say I'm using white privilege for good.
For good.
Yeah.
Imagine
Because,
being the shiesty right
oh
now.
my God. Oh, yeah. Like,
Yikes.
yeah, like people are like, are you scared in front of the White House and the Capitol? I'm like, these buildings were made in my honor. Are you kidding me? I'm like, this is exactly who
This is what
should
this
be
shit was
doing
built
it.
for.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah. Yeah. It's
God.
for sure. When I have like Muslim friends, they're like, dude, they would shoot me in 1 second.
Literally in immediate.
Oh yeah, but yeah, being white and articulate, it's like a cheat code.
Yeah,
Puts you ahead. Sorry. But yeah, so we're here with Jasmine Burton, the heir to the Burton snowboard fortune.
You know what's so funny? Growing up, everyone asked me if I had anything to do with that shit. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is such a flop.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I have no relationship with them, but I should just lie.
You should. Well, have you ever snowboarded?
No.
Okay.
I prefer
so-
the land sports, flatland,
Yeah.
track,
Yes.
volleyball.
Like right here. If it gets too close, it'll burn
Oh.
a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, so here with Jasmine Burton, you're a lawyer.
Yeah.
What kind of law?
I actually work for a consulting firm, so I don't practice.
Okay.
I am barred, though, which is nice.
What does that mean? You work for a consulting firm?
I take people's money and just give them my advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The usual.
Okay, so at one point you did practice, so.
No. I literally, so it's actually funny. In law school, I worked at Disney in business and
Okay.
legal affairs.
Okay.
And I wanted to do that. I wanted to be an entertainment lawyer.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
And they had a hiring freeze. So I couldn't go back there. So literally 2 months before I'm taking the bar exam, I'm freaking scrambling for a job.
Yeah.
All law firm classes have closed.
Yeah.
All major Big Four consulting classes have closed. A whole bunch of other like entertainment, just like not hiring.
Yeah.
So I found a consulting firm.
Mm-hmm.
And I give legal advice to some clients, but it's mostly tracking legislation, letting people know like what the fuck this guy is doing is going to affect their business and stuff like that. But it's not actually me litigating in a courtroom or anything like that.
Okay, so you took the bar exam. You're a certified lawyer and all that. Are lawyers smart? I mean, because they had to pass that
No.
exam, should we assume they're smarter?
2 reasons. One, lawyers study for the test. I forgot everything as soon as they told me I passed that shit.
Okay, yeah.
Everything that mattered that I thought, I don't remember any of it. Don't ask me any fucking
Okay.
questions. Another thing is people automatically hear lawyer and assume you're smart, and they
Yes.
don't know that that's all I know anything about.
Okay.
Like other things, doctor's office, still confused.
Yeah,
Dentist's
yeah.
office, no idea
Yeah.
what's going on. None of
Yeah.
that shit, I don't know anything.
Okay, lawyer compared to doctor. Is doctor much higher than lawyer? Is it, what's the...
Doctors have slightly more common sense.
Okay.
I feel like lawyers are genuinely book smart people.
Okay, got it.
And
got
that's
it.
really it.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like the stereotype of like, I don't know, but because lawyers also seem to have like this kind of also stereotypical scummy thing. But is that just like the ambulance chaser type thing?
that's a funny comparison. Lawyers are kind of bad people.
Oh, really?
It just depends.
And
Some
why?
people are driven by money.
Okay. Well, being driven by money, does that necessarily make you a bad person?
Yeah, when you have people's futures in your hands.
Okay, I guess so. But, but there's the good lawyers who like fight to keep people out of jail.
The public defenders are great.
Okay,
'cause they're
so
doing that shit for like $4.
Yeah.
But once you get to like the Brian Steeles of it all, the high class defense attorneys,
Okay.
that's when it's like, okay, do you care about this person's life or is the check clearing?
Okay. So
So-
what? It's like using a superpower for bad?
Yeah, a little bit. Or for your
Okay.
own personal gain.
Right.
Like you're over here fighting for this person's life just so you can afford that villa in Turks and Caicos.
Yeah. Kardashian couldn't pass it.
Yeah, it's a hard exam.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. It's a
Yeah.
hard exam.
Okay, cool. Well, look, I have a bunch of notes for you because this is a legitimate thing, and I've got a lot of special questions.
I just can't, like, how long did it take for most of your guests to get over the ski mask?
You're the only one who's ever mentioned it, I guess. Nobody cares. But, oh yeah, we're across from the Supreme Court. Does that give you, like, PTSD when you see courts?
Yeah, because this is where we take our law school graduation
Oh,
photos.
really?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
all on the Supreme Court
Nice.
steps.
All right. So it's like you're back in college.
Right, literally.
That's exciting. Okay. Yeah, there's the idea of like weaponizing lawyers and weaponizing law, like, because you're close to it, like, do you witness this firsthand?
I witness it most of my relationships, probably. I do weaponize the fact that I'm a lawyer to make it seem like my point matters more.
Oh.
And I think that's a terrible...
So in regular life, you're
in regular
using it
life, I
more.
weaponize the law.
Okay, got it.
Absolutely,
Because you're like,
absolutely.
I'm a lawyer. I know what I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
smarter than you.
Absolutely.
Okay,
And that's
well,
what you got to do.
what if they're a lawyer too?
Then it's a battle.
Then you're both Okay, yeah,
One
it's
of
a
us has
battle.
to establish dominance.
Okay.
And it's tough.
Okay. And then there's the idea of like everybody seems to recognize, oh, you have more money, you get better lawyers. I
Yeah.
mean, if money seems to buy your way out of trouble, I mean, are laws really laws, or is it just things you can figure out ways around?
I mean, it's America, right? I feel like that's the $1 million question. Like Diddy,
Yeah.
R. Kelly,
Yeah.
OJ. Like, I feel like status, money, who you are, if people like you, all have a factor in determining your outcome
Yeah.
in the criminal justice system.
So why did Diddy finally get in trouble after all these years? Is it because he stopped making bangers? He stopped being as influential?
Maybe it's just that he was going to buy something that white people owned, and the white
Yes.
people were like, we have to
That's
stop
how I
it.
felt about Young Thug, because they put him in prison right when he started to develop Slime City.
Yeah,
Did you
I
see
know.
that?
Yeah.
Young Thug was going to create a neighborhood. And they
Yeah.
were like, oh, no, fuck that.
No.
Yeah, it does feel like anytime you start to do anything that might actually make a difference, they're like, okay, that's far enough.
Gotta lock him up.
Yeah. But
Gotta
I mean,
lock 'em up.
it's so weird, too, because when I think of Diddy, I think of vote or die.
Yeah.
So he's literally a government asset already.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I've heard other, different theories about, he like sued some other rich white guy who they had maybe more power than him. So
Probably.
they started to push him back down.
He was in too many markets, getting too powerful, and that's
Yeah.
the fucked up part, and that's
It's like Shaq, too. Shaq's in a million things.
yeah, he's done a million things,
It is a weird thing how
but it's
law
like
can
good
be...
and evil though, because it's like Diddy did do wrong, but
Yes.
the reason that they probably hemmed him up was because he was trying to do something good. Like, you're gonna start a black neighborhood, and they're like, hey, remember that girl you assaulted in
That's
2018?
interesting. Yeah, that is weird. Well, yeah, that does kind of feel like a lot of entertainment in Hollywood is like they want to keep us ignorant, they want to keep us stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, why did they let Tekashi 6ix9ine out of prison, and now he's like the biggest promotion of gambling and like dumb shit?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it does feel like there's a lot of like promoted ignorance. I mean, especially amongst like the hip hop community and shit.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's bled into country and rock as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, hip hop, it's like the entire culture is like putting you at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Like from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we know, though.
yeah,
I feel like,
we know.
and
But it still doesn't seem to make a major dent. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people wise up, and there's like, a more woke side of everything.
Gunna's a good example of that. He got out of prison and now is like investing in black communities.
Yeah.
He's having people run and eat healthier and doing all
Right.
these things.
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle,
Good guys.
he got dropped trying to
Yeah,
do good in his own
exactly.
community.
Hey, Gandhi, Jesus, MLK. yeah, pretty much anyone who's like, be good, they take you out fast.
No, seriously.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that has been since the beginning of time, and it is like, what can we do necessarily? I mean, the thing with entertainment is like, I've always felt like the only way you can get a powerful message across is if it also pleases the oppressors, if it also
Yeah.
entertains the oppressors.
Wow, this is like, you're like preaching.
Yeah. That's what,
Yeah, actually.
that's what this show is. Yeah.
Oh
It's
my God.
political. Come on.
This is great.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well,
This is,
thanks. Yeah. I know. We don't know each other that well.
I
We
know.
barely know each other.
I feel like I already
Yeah.
knew based on your jokes and stuff that you were extremely intelligent. You can only
Oh,
structure
thank you.
jokes the way you do if you actually like are.
Thanks.
But I'm just
Well,
like,
it's funny because the first time we actually might have met, the first time we were over on our show together, I thought that you didn't like me because I did a joke about like, I said I like to date younger girls because they still have dreams.
and I just reacted crazy.
Yeah, I thought after that, I was like, oh, she probably thought that joke was sexist or something, and that she didn't want to be my
The
friend.
one thing about me is I'm constantly overstimulated.
Okay.
And so I'm like in my head so much that I can't really be present. Like,
Sure,
you're not the
okay.
only person that thinks that all the time, but it's like I just have a million things going on in this fucking
Yeah.
noggin of mine
Oh,
that
yeah.
can I cuss on
No,
accident?
of course, yeah. This is YouTube. Yeah, this is whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, this whole thing, the show's called Politikill. It leans more into political, chat and philosophy. But yeah, I don't have a side. I don't vote.
You don't vote?
I've never voted.
Wait, hold on. This is terrible now.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why?
I've never seen a politician that I believed in.
Okay, but don't you think, yes.
Mhm.
I think that a lot of people experience that when you're trying to determine who to vote for. But
Yeah.
do you feel like there's an evil so grave that you sometimes have to vote for the other candidate to prevent that grave evil?
I think the worst possible scenario is going to happen regardless of who we pick. But yes, I think there is some things like sure, if you vote for Democrats, there's going to be probably less hate on trans and like people of color.
Right.
But I mean, the ultimate thing is like we're always going to be taking steps closer to murdering foreign children.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we can potentially help things on our side a little bit, like with some special interest groups. But overall, I think, well, because I see it as karma. I see participating in the system as dividing the karma up. Because by us giving them the keys to the car, now whatever they do falls on us.
So you're like that person, for example, if you were to go into the wild and you see a coyote eating a rabbit, you wouldn't save the rabbit because that's nature's order.
Probably not. I mean, depends how far it is into murdering it. If it's already dead, sure, I'm not gonna. But if the rabbit runs behind me, yeah, maybe I'll stop it because it's cute and I like animals.
Yeah.
But you know, I see that as a bit of a different scenario. But yeah, I mean, I've never been. Well, I mean, you know, the line and the phrase that people used to say is behind a cynic is a scarred optimist or like a scarred idealist, where it's like,
Right.
but as a child, like, you know, growing up around Washington, D.C., we'd meet politicians and I believed in these people, but I've been let down my entire life every single time. And I've never seen anyone go through start to finish like uncorrupted.
So with this presidency, though, has it swayed you in the other direction where you're like, okay, by not voting, I essentially elected him?
He's a virus. He's a suicide pill. So democracy has failed because he got to the top. We've effectively voted in our own death. And so he could essentially be a system reset. He's a virus in a terrible system. So he's literally tearing it down from the inside. So he's a piece of shit.
Right.
But he's burning down the buildings that, you know, these people have been living in forever. So I think ultimately, you know, it has scared the shit out of a lot of other politicians until they unfortunately realize they can just, you know, buy him a toy or whatever, and that kind of keeps him on his side. But yeah, I mean, he's a nightmare, and he's the culmination of every loophole in our system put together. So it's like, I mean, he's exposed every terrible thing by being every terrible thing. So I think maybe after this presidency, depending, I mean, you know, if J.D. Vance gets in, it's going to be a whole nother form of hell. But, you know, I think we'll get
Preventable
further.
hell.
Yeah.
If we don't allow him to get in.
I know. But literally, who's on the Democrat side? Is there a single Mamdani?
We don't have.
Well,
Yeah. Would you vote for Mamdani?
If Mamdani ran for president, I still probably wouldn't vote, but I'd be fine if he won. I can't do it. I just can't. Maybe one day, but I don't know. I don't. There would have to be so much reform before I
For you
started.
to be able to participate.
Yeah, like there's easy answers, but it's radical to them. Where like politicians wearing body cams. Politicians wore body cams. Great, that'd be great. Huge step. They should have transparent bank accounts. We should be able to see and hear everything they do. But that kind of accountability is never going to happen.
Right.
So it's like if they did those things, I'd be so much more comfortable with them having this kind of power. But like I've met people overseas who are like, yeah, my buddy gets $1 million from USAID. So even these things like they claim to be great and we claim to love, they're still like Doge shut down because there was literally so much corruption in America that they became corrupt. They're literally like, we don't have a chance of fixing this at all.
Yeah.
Because they just uncovered so much fraud and so much corruption. So it's kind of like, yeah, the idea of like we take in like $6 trillion in taxes every year. We still spend $8, so we're still spending $2 trillion more than we even take.
Yeah.
And what do we get from $8 trillion being spent? You'd assume like, I don't know, sandwiches wouldn't be $30. Like, I don't know, roads would be better, water would be cleaner. So like the product we're getting for $8 trillion of taxes, it's insane. It's insanity. So it's just, you know, every turn it is easy to be disappointed and let down. But I still want to be optimistic. And, you know, I still believe in an idea of like, you can make changes by not participating. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not participating. I essentially just buy essentials. I buy groceries and I live very, you know, simply. So it's like if we just removed attention and participation from all these different categories of life, they would have to take notice and they would have to change because it can't just be held up by like the top 0.2% of the world or whatever. They would have to take note that everyone is against it. Everyone hates it. And, you know, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm way off. But I mean, based off of everything I've ever witnessed, living this close to all of it is just nothing but awful. So, you know, so here we are. So I put a mask on and I started chatting. But I know, sorry, I don't vote. Diplomatic immunity. You're a lawyer. What's the deal with diplomatic immunity?
This is an interesting question. Basically, it's when people can do whatever the fuck they want and never be
Yes.
prosecuted for it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's absolutely insane. I think it's insane because of the number of war crimes we've seen being committed in the last even 6 months, but let alone all of American history.
Yeah.
And people have the ability to do it because they're shielded from complete liability.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know the shit I would do if I thought I could never get arrested?
Oh, yeah, and that's exactly what they are doing.
I would run amok. Like, I can't even fault them. Actually, I can fault them. But it's like, if you're told you can do whatever the fuck you want
Yeah.
at no consequence,
Yeah.
wouldn't we all?
Yeah, you can't be surprised that they're going to take advantage of it. It reminds me of, I had this long conversation with a street preacher we just chatted with.
met him, yeah.
Victor from the Soviet Union. He's like, comes out here all over the country every day. And also, I think he's being paid by someone. I'm starting to think that all street preachers are murderers who got a plea deal. And they've been,
Hot take.
they're forced out on the street. Because, like, he literally started crying yesterday. Because, like, they think about their past and they did fucked up stuff, which is why they feel like they have to be out here. But yeah, like I was trying to figure out, I'm like, how do you pay for a hotel? Like, what's even going on in your life? And like,
No,
it
literally.
was very shady. But yeah, the diplomatic immunity thing, it made me think of like, if you give people this option to get away with anything, of course they're going to use that to their advantage.
But this is the thing. I personally don't understand how you get all that power and you want to like murder. I feel like that would be the last thing I would do. I would embezzle, a little light embezzlement,
Sure, yeah.
a little make sure my family's okay, feed the homeless, a little bit of helping
Well,
others.
the murder is probably the people who want to stop them embezzling. They go, hey, we didn't want to kill this guy, but he was trying to fuck
He
with
was
my
taking
shit.
all of the money.
Yeah, he was coming on my shit. But it made me think of, we talked about like the fruit that we weren't supposed to eat, the forbidden fruit that gave us
Yeah,
knowledge
apple.
and kicked us out of Eden. Yeah, I told him it was an apple. He's like, doesn't say apple in the Bible, just says fruit. They make you think it's an apple because they want you to visualize it. So you've created it as an apple. I'm like, okay, whatever. But so the apple thing, and he's like, yeah, you know, God's right. But here's the thing, as God, why would you create this backdoor thing if you're not ready for the consequences of us eating it? Why be such a fussy little cunt about us eating an apple that you made? And also what I didn't think about was, he goes, you know, we couldn't die back then too. Adam and Eve, they were going to live forever.
Yeah.
So it goes, okay, well, yeah, if these people were eternal, of course, eventually they're going to touch the fucking apple, right?
But this is the thing. If you were God, would you want to create a bunch of things that loved you or a bunch of things that made the decision to be able to love you?
Yeah, the decision to love you.
Yeah.
And we did for a long time.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good
like
point.
we did.
But I feel like he was doing it because it's like, hey, I'm going to give you everything.
Yeah.
And the one thing that you cannot have is this apple, mango, peach, pear, whatever the fuck.
Yes.
And just like a greedy bitch.
Yes.
Eve was like, actually, I want to eat that shit.
I know, we deflected on it. It was her idea. But here's the thing. If we're all made in God's image, right? That's the idea. Wouldn't we all want to be God too? Wouldn't we want to play God? So us having everything, it's not enough to us because we also want to be the creators. Like, we love this stuff, but it's not the same because it was given to us.
The fact that this is how your brain works sober is fascinating to me. Dude, you would think you rammed like 5 edibles in advance, but this is just like, I'm like, shoot, I'm underprepared. I'm not high enough. I haven't transcended.
Well, I thought about this actually because of an Adam Sandler appearance on Conan O'Brien. He told a story about going to a nude beach with his family.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, the height of fame and popularity, you know, arguably one of the most liked people in the world.
Yeah,
Adam
literally.
Sandler. All the money, all the love. And what does he want to do? He wants to be naked on a beach in nature. That's exactly what God gave us. But it wasn't enough for us because we didn't earn it on our own and we didn't like that. So Adam Sandler went out and made the millions of dollars, and now it's more enjoyable because he got it on his own. So we want Eden, but we want to be the ones who make it and earn it.
Wow. That's a good point.
Hey, yeah, you never think about it that way.
I never thought about that shit.
Yeah, so I think there's
God
something
literally
there.
gave us Eden.
Yeah, he gave us Eden.
And
And
we
I
still
also like to
tarnished
think
it.
that heaven, because I've seen like, you know, stories of collections of people who go brain dead and then claim they like go to heaven or whatever.
Right.
And they compiled an image out of like hundreds of people describing heaven. And it essentially looks like a beach resort. You know what I mean? It looks like, oh, fun area with water, whatever. And I'm going, dude, it's probably Eden. I mean, God made it. Why would he get rid of it? You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah, if you create something, he's probably just shelving it.
That's a good
And he's like,
point.
yeah, you die, you get to come here and hang out. So it's like, yeah, it is interesting that like the height of human joy is essentially like a beach resort.
Dude, if Eden is actually a garden,
Sure.
Then I would like to say fuck vegetarians.
Damn.
Because they do everything to make us feel so bad about all the things that we want to eat.
Yeah.
And actually, you're eating the only thing that God thought was beautiful.
Right.
And that's vegetation.
Right.
And that's plants and greenery. So that's what I would like to say, actually.
But what else are we gonna eat?
Swine?
Swine?
I love pigs.
Wow, calling them swine. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that idea of like, oh, you have dominance over animals. Sure, yeah. So, I mean, I agree with that. But yeah, probably, I mean, it is weird. You ever meet these vegans who are like, oh, don't get sick anymore? Ever meet these psychos?
Yeah, but vegans are insane, dude. We need to like...
Yeah, no, it is strange.
They're like the new Jehovah's Witnesses, just trying to convert you. Trying to teach you the good word.
Essentially. Yeah,
it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's probably ethical, meat eating lifestyles in terms of like, hey, well, that's the thing. Like, you see these like fucked up slaughterhouses where the pigs are like hanging upside down by one leg and they cut their throat.
Yeah.
It's like, wouldn't it be way more humane just like cut their head off in a split moment?
I think about that all the time when they're like, seafood is fresher when you boil it alive. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
just fucking axe it right before you put it in the water.
Oh,
it's like,
yeah,
it doesn't need to be that.
It's so fucked up. You said you did a show with a bunch of black ladies front row. That's fun. Women of color. That phrasing.
Yeah.
Do you think we spend more time on the terminology than actually helping people?
I absolutely do. And I feel like that's why the left is continually shooting itself in the foot because we're trying to be politically correct with everyone. And it's like the old people don't want to learn the new terms.
No.
Just let them say what they want to say and know that they don't mean anything by it. I do think women of color is weird because it seems like people only say that when they're uncomfortable saying what the thing is. I feel the same way with the people that say African American. I'm like, black.
Sure. Yeah, women
Black,
of color sounds like
Asian.
a Marvel group that like came from a different planet.
I don't like
We are
it.
the women of color.
I feel that way with POC too. Also, it's just funny that all of us have been looped together.
POC.
We don't even know if we like each other yet.
Right,
Which is like another thing that we need to explore.
Yeah, well, there's only two races.
Black and white.
Non-white.
White and non-white. That's
yes,
funny.
those are the only races that exist.
Well, you know, there was a whole bunch of studies done recently that say that a lot of black people feel that by focusing on Latino issues, it detracts from our issues. A lot of Latino people feel like by focusing on black issues, it detracts from theirs. Gay people feel the same way.
Okay.
And it's just so funny that all of us have just been looped in this group.
Yeah.
When all of us actually feel like focusing on the other one is too much. That doesn't mean we don't care about each other.
Yeah.
It just means that a lot of us have our own agendas and things that we need to accomplish. And by trying to focus on everyone, everywhere, all at once, people feel like that's hindering. So like, it's funny to me when people say POC, because I think people just assume all of these people, mind you, I love everybody.
Yeah.
I'll fight for every single right. I don't really give a fuck. But it's like people have grouped all these people together, POC, women of color, thinking like, oh, we all have these things in common when a good portion of people do not feel that way.
Right.
Especially older minorities of different races. So.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but I guess that's another way to just like be like, hey, we're helping them it's one group, so we just give one group a little bit of money instead of helping everyone individually.
Exactly. Money that will go to women of color-led organizations.
Yeah.
It's
which turns out to be one lady in Toronto with a mansion or whatever.
Yeah, literally.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, tracking the money of charity is pretty much impossible. And yeah, I mean, I believe in more charity of like doing things personally for the groups or the people, or if if there's a specific business you want to invest in,
face to
just do
face.
that. Yeah, because it is like insanity. Like, oh yeah, the cancer, and yeah, like do no cancer research places share their research?
Do they have the fucking cure, dude?
Yeah, like billions every year, no updates.
But you know what I think? So the majority of the money from a lot of major hospitals comes from cancer.
Yes.
And so if you were to shut down cancer units, most hospitals would have to shut down because they need that revenue.
Right.
So by not giving out the cure for cancer, you're saving people with all of the other illnesses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if the cancer wing makes the most money. If you shut down the cancer wing, you might as well shut down the whole hospital.
That actually sounds more optimistic.
It does. It's still messed up though.
So they're doing something fucked up for good.
For good.
Wow.
Essentially.
I have those thoughts. I call that the Avengers theory.
Yeah.
That things are way worse behind closed doors, and as bad as we see it, they're like, you don't even understand.
Yeah.
Like if we weren't doing these fucked up things, like not even humanity, like giant space monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you never know.
It's like the utilitarian theory. Do you want to kill 3 to save 6?
Yeah. And so we don't know. And like literally there was one time it was a former Homeland Security director. He said, if people knew 10% of what I know, they would never leave their homes.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
way to make us feel good. All right. Yeah, we don't want to hear that shit. Okay. Oh, this is a fun one. God is perfect. You've heard this? You believe that idea?
Yeah.
Yes. However, perfect seems like a subjective term. So, what is
Okay.
a perfect God? Because, like, perfect to me is like, ooh, lobster dinner. Like, maybe you like something different. So, our definitions of perfect could
Someone
be
that's
completely
incapable
different.
of making a mistake.
Okay. But still, what's a mistake, even?
I guess it's all subjective because God is the one that determines what's a sin and what isn't.
Right.
So I think it's like,
So it's just he's got a definition of perfect, and maybe we meet him and we're like, oh, that's what perfect is.
yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. He's the one that's
Right.
funny. He's the one that made the word. Like I think about that in the Bible, when Jesus flipped a table,
Yes.
and today destruction of property.
Yeah.
All of those things,
Yeah.
major case, but it was considered righteous anger.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's not a sin. Whereas if I were to flip a table,
jail.
jail.
Yeah.
Objectively a sin, objectively wrong, objectively was
Right.
upset, but it's valid because whether or not it was a sin was defined by God.
Yeah.
So I think about that too, about like double standards that are biblical. And I think that comes from all people that are intellectual, that are also people of faith. There's so many things in the Bible that you have to question.
Oh yeah.
That was one of those things where I was like, righteous anger.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm allowed to destruct if I'm allowed. I don't know.
Well, I
if that
think
makes
God
sense.
has changed with humanity as well.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to the street preacher yesterday, he was like, Jesus is the only way to heaven. No other way to heaven. And I'm like, nope, I think you can go to heaven without Jesus. He's like, nope, not true. I go, well, the Pope said so. I go,
Yeah.
the Pope said you can go to heaven. He goes, that's the same. He goes, this is the word of God, the written word of God. I go, yeah, but it was translated through man. God didn't physically write the Bible himself.
Yeah.
Humans did. So we don't know what could have been added later in the game. So it's like you have to question parts of it because you don't actually know. But it's like, yeah, it's tough when people are so dedicated to the Bible where it's like you don't trust man, but this could have been from man.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly what, and like, there's other things like the Book of Enoch, which was like, potentially aliens coming down, but that was removed from the original Bible.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like a
That's
whole
good
bunch of
point.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
a good
Dead Sea Scrolls was in there. Okay, love that. Okay, yeah, like that. Street preachers, you up to that? Oh yeah, have you heard what Jesus's original name is, like in Hebrew and all that?
Well, in Hebrew, Yeshua.
Yeah, Yeshua.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what Yeshua means?
No, I just thought it'd been Jesus in Hebrew.
No, Yeshua is translated to salvation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I know. I learned that yesterday
Jesus is
too.
our salvation?
Yes, but I thought, well, that's a little on the nose, isn't it? To name him Yeshua, that's pretty funny. Yeah, because Jesus, doesn't actually translate anything to us. I learned that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeshua
From the street preacher.
Yeah, the street preacher.
Dang, he's full of.
I know, he was full of great stuff. I liked it a lot. And what I was arguing with him about, because he kept trying to. I was like, I believe in God, dude. Like, don't worry about me. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be good. He's like, are you 100% sure you would know where you go if you died today? I'm like, yup, I go to heaven. He's like, have you ever lied? I'm like, yes. He's like, have you ever stolen something? I'm like, yes. He's like, well, then who are you to say like you'd go to heaven? And my argument is, well, because I started comparing it to court too. I'm like, okay, well, if it's like a just, fair God, I think it's the same as court where you can plead your case to God. And, I was arguing that I think my sins are relatively low. And I think percentage-wise of life, I think I'm an overwhelming majority a more positive influence than I am a negative influence. And I think I'm contributing more than I'm taking. So
I don't think anyone's going to hell.
Okay.
And I think that's a crazy hot take. Yes, that means people are
That's
like,
a
does
good-
that mean Hitler's in heaven? Unfortunately, yes, that means Hitler's in heaven.
Oh,
That's
nice.
what it
That's the
is.
clip. There you go. I'm going to open this up on Instagram. Hitler's in heaven. Jasmine Burton said so. Wow.
That's crazy.
Canceled.
Canceled immediately.
That's wild.
I just believe
Uh-huh.
that when you get to the gates, there's no way that you can deny God. I also believe
Wait, what do you mean deny God?
deny his existence.
Oh,
to
sure,
his
yeah.
face.
But
Like,
don't you think God would still be like, yeah, but you only said that because you saw me now?
But can God really send people to hell? And maybe that's like fucked up, but like we didn't choose to be in this body.
Right.
So like the fact that we have absolutely no control over where we are placed in the human realm.
Yeah.
And then that is predestined.
Okay.
And then we just live our predestined lives and then go to hell.
Yeah, I mean, you say predestined, but what about the idea of like free will and humanity and making choices? Like
I think that we have free will, but I think that God still knows the decision that we're going to end up making with that free will.
Right. And I like that idea too.
Yeah.
I like the idea that it's all predetermined. I mean, I love anything that takes responsibility away from me.
My actions.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I mean, that's how I feel about sports fans, because like if you've invested your happiness into like strangers moving a ball,
Yeah.
that's great. I mean, good for you. Like, yeah, don't make any of your own decisions. That's awesome.
Man.
But yeah, so it is a weird deal. I mean, yeah, George Carlin talked about that back in the day about like if he has a predetermined plan, what's the point of praying? You're like, you're not going to change his plan. But yeah, I mean,
I still think Christianity is good. I think the issue with like the street preachers is like, I feel like they're misinterpreting what the Bible, Christianity, God is all about. It's about love.
yeah,
And I think loving the person next to you, I think telling someone that they're going to hell is fucking crazy.
yes,
Like, I think
yes,
God, at the end of the day, I think religion is great regardless of what religion you are, because it ties people to a greater good that makes you respect the person next to you. That's in Greek religion. That's in like Muslim methodology. It's a cross. The
yeah. I
spectrum.
don't think you can change someone's ideas by being mean to them.
Yeah.
Being
yeah,
mean
yeah,
to someone is going to push them further.
Yeah, by saying you're going to go to hell, it's like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah, people go, fuck you. Why are you going to tell me that? Yeah, so it is like, it's a weird deal because I believe being mean isn't going to flip somebody to another side. But I do also believe that like sometimes shame and sometimes bullying people can push people back on the right track. I mean, it's like
Okay.
scared straight shit.
Yeah.
They take them to the prison. They go, fuck you, little kid. You want to be like this shit? And then they're like, okay, maybe not. So it's like sometimes shame and bullying, you know, I guess it's just like a fine line, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good
And
point.
being relatable to them. It's like, can you bully someone constructively?
I'm all for shame. I think if there's
Yeah.
a person of sound mind
Yeah.
making a bad decision, I am allowed to be the judge and the jury
Sure, yeah.
and shame them.
Yes.
And we should bring that back a little bit more. I think that
Yeah.
we've gotten a little too soft and too kind.
Well, it's kind of like fat shaming where they're like, you shouldn't fat shame. It's like, well, being fat can kill you. So it's like,
Those views are not reflective of Jasmine Burton.
But still. Oh, wait, look at Lizzo. She figured it out. Everybody was shaming the hell out of her. She got her shit together.
She looks great. Lizzo
Yeah,
looks great now.
exactly.
Lizzo does look great now.
Yeah. I used to make a bit about that, about fat shaming and slut shaming. And they're like, yeah, no slut shaming. And it's like, yeah, but, you know, the people who are against slut shaming are just the fat losers who need these sluts to fuck them. So it's like, well, because there's, you know, slut shaming. It's like, yeah, I get it, free love and all this shit, but nobody's like proud of their fat slut child. They're like, you know, I would prefer that maybe they weren't a fat slut. And that's allowed, I think.
I feel that's yeah.
Yeah, so the more radical views.
Plead
come
the
in.
fifth.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, just Fauci pleading the fifth 100 times. How do you feel about
I
that?
saw that. Oh my
Yeah, how do you feel
God,
about
was
that as a
fucking
lawyer?
crazy.
Yeah.
But I also feel like Hill T lately has been really fucking amazing. Like I'm like Hunter Biden,
He's like cool now.
dude, coming in strong.
Yeah, you saw him on the Nick Fuentes thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds just like his dad. It's
He
so
does.
funny.
But I was like, dude, never on my bingo card would I be like, yeah, I love Hunter Biden.
Yeah,
Now
he's
I'm like,
actually like, really fun now.
he's outing people. We've always
Yeah.
been like, hey, never out people. It's wrong. And then
Yeah.
Hunter Biden does it. We're like, hey, this is amazing.
Well, yeah, and it's also interesting to see Nick Fuentes being like, yeah, you know, I was crazy as a young kid and all this shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a weird deal because a lot of people who kind of rise to fame get there through radical acts in
Yeah.
the beginning of their career,
Right.
and then they simmer down as they go.
Right.
I mean, you know, people remember like Tom Green sucking on a cow's udder.
I
you
remember
know?
that.
Yeah, like, you know, all the jackass guys doing wild shit. So it's a weird deal because you start with these acts, you get smarter, and then you tell younger people not to do the thing that you did to get where you are. So it's a weird thing, all
Kids
of
are
it.
so smart. Because I remember growing up, like my parents would be like, hey, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And I'm like, well, you did it.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I'm trying to help you not make the same mistakes I did. I was
Yeah.
like, no, I want to make those mistakes.
But it's also how the industry rewards, nefarious act.
Yeah.
So they put you there because they hope you're gonna keep doing shit like that.
Right.
And then you turn and then they go, he's got, like, dude, fucking Lil Nas X. He started making like Jesus music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, fuck you, get out of here. They're like, get naked on the devil. We like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Bring
crazy.
back the old Lil Nas
Yeah,
X.
the second that you try to become righteous or decent, they're like, you're not exciting anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is also a culture of like youth and rebellion, and whatever is good is not usually the cool thing.
Yeah.
And it's hard to make good things cool in general.
Yeah.
Because it's just fun to break the rules, it's fun to do bad.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a kid, when breaking the rules isn't really that big a deal.
That's a good point.
Yeah, when you're a little kid, it's like, I ate chocolate late at night,
Yeah.
So it's like, and then you get older and then you actually do fucked up things.
Right.
Yeah. But those are all the written questions I have. Let's see how long we've been going. Can you check your mic for me? Just pull that out. Let's see. Where are we at?
36?
Okay, good. Let's keep going some more. So that was
How
the
long
stuff
do you
I have
usually
written
film?
down. It depends each time because sometimes I can combine with a monologue that I've done by myself in front of the Capitol with a guest. But yeah, it really depends how much we have to talk about. Is there anything you're thinking about after hearing all the ideas and topics I've been throwing at you?
No, I thought this one. I literally was at 808 and I was like, yeah, I'm going to film with John Jacobs.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. I'm like, do you guys know what it's going to be? And they said conspiracy theories. So I was ready to go and ask you.
Well, please, yes.
Give me one.
You want one from me?
Yeah. And then I'll give mine.
Okay. Well, here's what I've been thinking about lately. And, I think it is pretty obvious and simple. It's again that idea of like, anytime politicians are like, I'm in here fighting against the corruption in the government. I'm here. It's tough to know who's what or who's whatever, but I'm the good one. I'm on your side. But it's like with the Epstein list, you do have the evidence of who it is.
Absolutely.
We have a list of them, and not only are you ignoring it and hiding it, you're actively blocking their names out.
Yeah.
So it's like,
there's some politicians that are calling for the release. Or no, there's some politicians
who are for it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
those are probably decent people,
right,
for the most part.
Right.
But I mean, still, it's like, I think politicians, for the most part, they get in, and I think even before they get in, they recognize that they can only do so much. You overpromise, and then you're in, and you're like, well, I can only do things in the confinement of the system I'm in.
Well, here's the thing. I think that there's a personality type for every profession. There's a certain type of person that wants to become a lawyer, certain type of person that wants to be a comedian, politician, et cetera, et cetera. Politicians want to do good, but I think their primary goal is to be seen doing it.
Yes.
That's like the type of person, they want to represent their city. They want to be known in their city. They want everyone to think that they're doing good, to fight on their behalf, but they want to be the face person in front of the camera, doing the interviews, letting you know that you're doing these things. When someone that's really doing good probably is working for a nonprofit or volunteering at a homeless shelter every Sunday that no one films whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I think it's just comes down to like the type of person that wants to be a politician probably is not an exceptional human.
Politicians are jock nerds.
Yeah.
Whose biggest skill is getting you to like them.
Yeah.
So they're co-opting popularity, the same way any famous person does with sponsorships, but their sponsors are special interest groups and foreign governments.
Yeah.
And, people who just want certain bills to get passed or whatever. So yeah, they're just selling themselves. A politician is essentially like the person who's going to tell you you're getting fucked and tricking you into thanking them for it.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
It's like, it's the art of like telling the population you're getting fucked, and we go, we love you, because they're pretty and they smile. And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like, it's the whole idea of, it's long hours, it's hard work. It's like, is it hard work being a fraud 24 hours a day? They're
I think
essentially
they love
active.
this shit. I do think they love it. They love this shit.
Yeah, because I think, they have their weird orgies as well. So, like, they love to strip that facade and just be absolute deviants.
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah. There's been multiple, like, Congress people and, like, young politicians who get in and then openly report about, like, these orgy things, and it's barely reported on. Like, I could go back and find examples of guys being like, oh, yeah, I got invited to an orgy by, like, one of the old senators or whatever. And we just don't talk about it because they're like, well, what do you want us to do with that information? Like, that's not going to change. You're going to go away now. Like, you suck. So, Yeah, anybody who's not
Oh
cool
my
with
God,
that
that's
shit.
so
And yeah,
crazy.
it's the same way, like, they want us to fight more because they don't actually fight. They say shit I mean, yeah, congressional hearings are so brutal. Like, the joke of it's like, how do you become radicalized? It's like, I don't know, my eyes, my ears,
Yeah, yeah,
seeing
yeah,
things
yeah, yeah,
happen.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, they tell you, oh, they go, don't watch the news then. The news is sad. It's like, how about we live in a world where we can acknowledge reality without
Yeah.
having to hide from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not necessarily a conspiracy, but yeah, the conspiracy, I guess, is that, the bad people are essentially just the people we all see, and they love to point to mysterious, deep state, shadow government. It's like, sure, there's like, billionaires who donate to get you to do shit, but you're still the one pushing the button.
Yeah.
So it's still you. It's just, you're being paid to do it.
That was a good. I mean, I wish I came with more. I don't have any conspiracy theories.
Okay. So what, you just believe in everything how it's going?
No.
Okay.
You know what? I think more people need to utilize this skill. I'm an underthinker.
Okay. I'm
When
sure they
shit-
love that.
When shit seems wild,
Yeah.
I choose to spend my time elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like if I start to think about the way that this government runs,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Mhm.
I will go down the rabbit hole. I will not know sanity. Like there's probably a million conspiracy theories I can think of, like if I actually think about it. But as soon
Yeah.
as my brain starts to go, oh, this is fun, I'm like, oh no,
Yeah. Yeah.
nope, 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 nope.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun because it does feel like the idea of a two-party system is essentially just like they write out two plans for where we're going to go next based on who wins the president. So yeah, I don't think it matters who wins the presidency. They're just like, okay, red side one. We're going to go with red for 4
Red
years, and it's
blood,
going to go this way.
yeah.
But either way, it's still continuing to go forward in a bad direction.
I think what's crazy though about the American government is like the whole thing that we've like swang our dicks around is the fact that there's a checks and balance system
Yes.
that prevents all evil from happening. That's why gridlock is good. That's why. But
Uh-huh.
this presidency has shown us truly how much power the president has, and that this whole checks and balances shit is actually not a thing. Like I feel like things are just happening left and right. Executive orders, you're
Yeah.
just circumventing like actual Congress. You're doing things that Congress is supposed to have the power to do. The Supreme Court's black. It's like
Yeah.
people are just doing whatever the fuck they want, and it's just like.
Well,
the
I think what
biggest
they've
lie.
showed too is how long the system takes to actually like balance.
Yeah.
Because, they took his name off the Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
So that's like a small thing reversed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea is he's just doing 1,000 things a day. Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you can reverse these, but it's going to take each one 4 years, to reverse. So it's like, yeah, so yeah, it's fucked up in that sense of like, we're spending all of our time trying to reverse fucked up things that we're doing. So like, it's so little actual good things.
Yeah.
And then the good things that happen are just like purely like coincidence, happenstance, byproducts
Right.
of the fucked up things. But then they point to the thing and they go, see how good we are?
Yeah.
We did this good thing for you. And they're like, yeah, but that good thing was an afterthought of you murdering 50 million people.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, the way they pretend that it's all for us when it's really not for us. I mean, yeah, it is. I really do think like the entire government could be like 200 people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so you might be like an oligarchy guy. Select few in power.
Yeah, but I think it should still be like one of each of the best of every industry comes together. So it's like, oh, the best janitor in town gets a vote, and the best teacher gets a vote, and the best cage fighter gets a vote. So like, I think it should be someone from each industry, whatever we pick, I guess, whatever the best one is.
That's a
and
good
then they
point.
make things. And I think politicians, I think when it's like a stuck vote, when it's like, oh, 87 to 87 or whatever, I think they should each pick one person. They should fight to the death. Show me you care.
Bring back the duel.
Yeah, show me you care. I mean, I'm so tired of these people saying they care, and they will never.
Are you
put
willing to
themselves
die
in-
for it?
Yeah, are you willing to die for it? They should be,
Yeah.
and these should be hard jobs.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that makes it a hard job. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be. It's just getting easier and easier. When it used to be scary. I mean, there's stories of like, oh, the Chicago mayor just gets shot dead in the street because a guy knocks on his door or whatever. These people used to be accessible and they used to be scared of public backlash.
Yeah.
But they're getting further and further removed from any sort of human interaction so they can get away with this shit. They were worried back in the day.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be fucked up because we knew where they lived and we'd go to their house.
Yeah.
So that none of that exists anymore. I mean, I'm sure soon enough it will just be like holograms are going to be walking around in there.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
politicians are going to be at home 24/7. Don't even need to come in. I mean, yeah, it is
We're
all a
seeing that
show.
right now. with
Yeah, we're
Mitch
seeing that now.
McConnell.
I know. I'm actually going to go to his house. I know where he lives, and I'm going to go knock on his door.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's what I'm actually going to go knock on his door with flowers, and I'm going to say sorry for your loss. So to whoever opens the door, if anyone opens the door.
Oh my
But
goodness.
yeah, I asked ChatGPT if that was legal for me to do. It said,
it?
it said yeah. So if I get in trouble, I'll be like, the robot said it
The
was
robot
fine.
said it that you guys created.
Yeah, the robot god. Okay, yeah. How do you feel about new iPhones being made with Israel chips?
Dude, I was just saying this to someone. I was literally shopping, my favorite shopping site ever. It's called Revolve.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden I'm shopping. I'm like, it's something I was ordering said $200 and then it went to $700. I'm like, why is the currency sign different? What the fuck is going on?
Oh.
I just didn't pay attention to it for like a week. I kept seeing the currency sign, but I'm just doing the conversion. I don't know why the fuck I was doing that. I looked it up. It was whatever currency is in
Fun.
Israel
Yeah.
was showing up on my site. And I'm like, are they
Oh, fun.
in there now? And I know
Yeah.
I didn't adjust it because I've been on that site for years. Like,
Yeah.
I never did anything. And it freaked me the fuck out.
Did you see Marco Rubio said that foreigners will not be granted visas if they've been critical of Israel?
No.
Yeah, that's
Marco
a new
Rubio's
one.
such a pain in the ass, bro.
I know, everybody's pretty sick. But yeah, it is a very interesting, and because a lot of the politicians, I mean, Ted Cruz, all these guys who stand up for Israel big time, they cite the Bible and they cite like it being a holy land. And, I really love this dedication to magic that they all have.
Bro, this is the thing. Tim Scott is showing black people that we're not a monolith, and Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz are showing me that Latino people are not a monolith because of
man.
my
Oh,
God.
not at all, of course
Two
not.
giant L's.
Yeah.
That they just need to shut up.
Well, I keep seeing stories about black people are still getting hung.
Yeah. And then they're calling it suicide, and I was like,
Right. Yeah,
that
no,
doesn't
no
make
chance.
any
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, you'd hang yourself in public.
Yeah, it
Good
literally
Lord.
doesn't make any sense.
No.
It's so crazy being black right now because you've become so desensitized to it because it's always a new one in the news. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even like one person was hanged and then we were able to just like advocate for justice for
Yeah.
that person because it's like 6 people
Right.
back to back, and then Nolan Wells killed, and like
Yeah.
it being covered, and it's just like, oh, it's just like we can't even focus on justice for one. And then when I found out about Nolan Wells, then 2 seconds ago, they're talking about the same with Daniel Irving. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's just so many right now. But the hanging thing is like, no black person would
Oh,
kill themselves
No chance. Yeah.
that way. So it's like, who are you fooling? What they should have done, and this is not me encouraging anything, but it would have been really easy to just mess up the crime scene than try to convince me that someone hung themselves. Like, if y'all were there first, they're gonna lie, put them on I don't know. I'm not encouraging it, but like, that's a wild way. Like, in Nolan Wells, they're hiding the throat. They're doing their cover up in a way where there's reasonable doubt, even though we know what really happened.
Yeah.
But trying to say black people are hanging themselves, nobody is believing that.
So there's supposed to be some timeline of if humanity continues to mix the way we are now. Essentially, everyone will be mixed.
Yeah.
But
Shout out black men. They keep
I know,
fucking
right?
white women.
Will racism ever go away? Ever? 1,000 years? 2,000 years?
No, it's ingrained. I even think, no.
Okay. But so if everyone becomes technically I'm sure the sick families at the very top who never mix, they'll be like, oh, we're the
But then
pure
there's
whites or
internalized
whatever.
racism. I think about some of my friends that have white moms that were raised by black dads that were absent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, favor white people now because they hate the fact that their father was absent.
Yeah.
And so you're this mixed kid with this internalized racism towards black men because your father was absent.
Yeah.
Vice versa, same thing if you have like it's not just black men, but it's across all races, where sometimes these mixed kids have internalized racism based on their upbringing, and they fault a parent of one race for certain things that happened in their childhood.
Yeah.
And it's like tough because these things are taught.
Yeah.
I even think about black people. I do believe we can't be racist, but there are prejudices that are ingrained in your head as black people, depending on where you grew up, towards other communities as well. I think that they've done a very good job of separating Asian people from the other minorities.
Oh,
Asian
yeah.
people, Asian
we
people,
love Asian people.
right? They're viewed as like intelligent,
Submissive.
smart, they're submissive.
Yeah.
Where black and Latino are like gutter
You're
bitches.
too loud.
That's what they say.
Crazy.
Exactly,
Yeah,
loud
yeah.
and crazy. And so now even the DEI case, student for fair admission.
Uh-huh.
Asian people brought that. It was
Okay.
Asian students.
Huh.
So they are really highlighting that. Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
isn't a racist thing. We're not saying white people are left out. We're saying Asian people are left out, and they're a minority. And so now Black and Latino people are like, who are y'all fighting for? And
Right.
they're done a really good job of dividing even them from the other races. I don't agree with that. I bang with Asian people.
Well, the
I'll be
best,
with the
the best
Asians.
vehicle to do a racist message is through that race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you want to do some racist black shit, get a black guy to do it.
Yeah, and then that's why Donald
Good
Trump's like, hey, my administration isn't all white. We hired Kash Patel.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So they get these racist people from the inside. Who,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of stuff with the race stuff. I forget. I had some idea about it, but I'm not sure exactly.
Same with,
what
I
it
think
was.
about like Amy Comey, whatever the fuck her name is.
Mhm.
She has voted on several things in the Supreme Court that have actively disenfranchised Black people,
Yeah.
all while having Black kids.
Right.
Those kids are going to grow up fucked up.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, we would just have to do so many generations of unlearning.
Hey, well, JD Vance got an Indian kid.
I know.
Slumdog.
Oh my God. You don't
Oosh.
even like Usha. I think he's fucking Erica.
Ushi. I know. Everybody thought of it. That's so fucked. I know. Erica, all that shit. That shit is really weird and strange. The Charlie Erica shit. And
I
how,
think she
you
was a
know-
part of killing him.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, yeah, just like, yeah, I hate, the over the top righteous shit when it's like, you're like in music videos. What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
you just used to have fun or whatever. And what, you became this thing over the last few years, maybe? Yeah, you went in for a job interview. You got married to the guy.
And one thing about Candace.
Yeah, I like her. She's great.
That's another person where I didn't have my bingo card. I think I'd be like,
I know.
you remember when Candace, like, never thought I'd be quoting her,
Yeah.
but she has brought up some good points.
Yeah, because she's
About
able
Erica.
to hyper fixate on things.
Yeah.
So when she turned her attention to that matter, it's like, okay, good. Now
Yeah,
she's,
yeah.
it's like using the evil for good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's like the yin yang. I mean, everything flips eventually. The poles of Earth are going to change. Everything that was hot is going to be cold, and everything that's cold is going to be hot. I mean, we don't know how many times it's happened on Earth. That was a thought I was talking about recently. I think based on everything that the government has been doing in everyone's lifetime, they're kind of showing that life is not sacred. Humanity is not sacred. The Earth is not sacred. They know something that maybe they're not sharing. There very well could be billions of other Earth-like planets that they see. So it's kind of like, well, who gives a fuck about this planet?
Well, why are bitches
You
racing
go.
to space? That's how I know something is up.
Yep.
All
Oh,
the billionaires, for some reason, all of a sudden became very pressed.
Bunkers. Bunkers. Oh, yeah. Bunkers in space.
But I'm like, something is up.
Oh, yeah. Something's not good on land here.
Something is not
Something's
good.
going to happen.
When all the rich people start leaving, it's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe with the AI shit. I mean, there's episodes of Black Mirror where, like, the robot dogs have destroyed everything on Earth. I mean, because, at the moment, AI only exists, in the digital realm and also, like, Waymo cars. But it's like, yeah, when we have humanoid robots that will be able to beat the shit out of people, I mean, yeah, it literally will be as easy as, like, a flip of a switch.
Yeah.
So it's going to be that kind of thing where, like, that would never happen until there's like a 99.9% success rate chance of it fucking us all up.
Right.
So, yeah, and it's also going to be funny when robots have rights. I think about that as well.
I know.
Because they're
going to advocate for themselves in front of the Supreme Court.
Oh,
like,
shit.
hey,
Not even that. Just the
we have
fact that, like,
consciousness.
robots cost so much money and they're going to be walking around. So it's like, you think a $10 million robot isn't going to be more protected than you are? Like, because you're going to accidentally knock one over. It's going to get run over by a Tesla. They're going to put you in prison.
That's a good point because the studies show that the average human is worth $6 million.
Sure. Yeah.
So a robot is worth.
Oh, yeah, automatically more than us. So they're going to be like, yeah, robots can't do wrong. And then, yeah, so you're going to be in prison and you're going to be getting raped by a robot. Oh, rape bot. Oh, I know. AI rape.
That's a crazy take.
Yeah, AI rape. Yep, but I don't know. Yeah,
Happy Tuesday.
it's Tuesday. Yeah, all the different AIs. I mean, just even watching like ChatGPT compute things.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, and the whole idea of like now there's like quantum computers and like you know, the
Well,
more
why
we
the fuck
just
are also these data centers and computers funded by water or like
yeah,
fueled
why do
by
they need
water?
water so
Because
bad?
I'm like, to my knowledge, and I'm like, maybe Apple hasn't updated their products enough.
Yeah.
But why just I pour water on something, it dies. But for some reason, all these data centers and new robots need water to
Yeah,
survive.
Google never needed water.
Like none of this needed water. So what's
But
going
the
on?
AI needed water. Yeah, and also, why can't it be dirty water?
Yeah, it has to
Why
be the
can't we?
clean
It has to be
drinking water.
clean drinking water. And yeah, because like other countries, like they've talked about China and other places, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna put them in space or we're gonna put them under the ocean, where like that'll cool them down. But we're like, no, we need it next to your house because I guess the idea is whenever they do flip the switch, they want it to be as close to you as possible.
Yeah.
So they don't have to wait for it to come kill you.
No, that's a
But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, again, maybe we're way off and maybe the government is very altruistic and they're all good.
yeah.
I mean, they seem to convince themselves very well that they're good,
yeah.
which is crazy too. Because, like, well, you know, because Pam Bondi got cancer because she lied about the Epstein files.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, it makes me think about all
Trump
these
is a
people
bitch.
who work for Trump are probably just developing tumors and hernias and hemorrhoids. Because, yeah, I mean, all that, I mean, you'd hope that they have some sort of internal voice that's like, oh, he just like openly lied and I just gotta repeat it. That's pretty fucked up. I mean, I saw Kellyanne Conway out here the other day. She looked hot. I was like, damn, okay. So you remember her?
Kellyanne.
Kellyanne, yes,
Speaking
she
of
looked
people
good.
I forgot about, like,
know.
where the fuck is Christy now?
Yeah, Kristi Noem. What happened to her?
I feel like her husband.
Oh yeah, Big
came
Tits
out,
husband. Yeah.
and then she just kind of evaporated.
Well, she transferred her. They transferred her. She's not the head of what was it, Homeland or ICE or something. But now she's like part of this weird thing called like Shield, which is another side
Wow.
project. So they just kind of shuffle these people around like pastors who fuck kids. So
Yeah, keep them in the church, but just move them to another
yeah,
one.
just move them to another thing. Yeah, so you know, I don't know. Yeah, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good. This was fun.
Okay, thanks so much, folks. Jasmine Burton. We love her. Frankly, she's the best. All right, cool. See you later. Look at this building. It's so beautiful. It looks like God lives here. That was another old concept I had about how everything's about appearance,
Yeah.
which is like suits should be illegal in general. It's like, because like, it's like, dude, if Trump didn't have a suit on, you'd be like, this is just a crazy white trash monster. And same if like you hear laws from this building, but it looks like Olympus. So you're like, oh yeah, I
Literally
believe
does.
that because it came from there. But if it just looked like a normal office building, you'd be like, maybe it's a little corrupt. I don't know. But they need it to look like it came directly from God. It looks
This is
divine.
so crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Oh yeah, face reveal as always. Look at me, folks. Still a regular old white guy. Nothing's changed. Yeah, maybe one day. I hope they AI this one day, so I don't have to do anything. Use my voice, use my likeness. Just give me 5%. I don't care. Cool. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye, folks.